All right. So, and also, well, I mean that is something to hear that your wife had the virus. So, Mr. Abeng, how's she doing? Is she doing better now, Mr. Abeng?
Yeah, she's okay now. She's fine.
All
It
right,
was
man. We're
hectic. Whole four people in one place, and she's sick. We have no cousins. We have no nephew to send anybody to. We all still live in one place, and we thank God that everything ended successfully. I wasn't sick. The children were not sick except her, but we thank God
wow,
for
wow. Was she quarantined or something like that?
that. That's the funny part of it. She was quarantined in the room, in the house of two bedroom.
Wow, wow, wow. So,
So my
Praise
niece
God.
had it in
Praise God.
Canada, but they quarantined her in the hospital. She's still in the hospital.
oh my
But
gosh.
but the funny thing with us is that we didn't take any. Let me put it this way: we medicine.
All right.
We boil some things and we have her under the duvet to stay inside for some like 15 minutes every day,
Mm-hmm.
morning, afternoon, evening. We will boil some onions and oranges and all that and keep her inside for some time. And we do that for about 5 days. And just the 5 days she was right. The headache, the chest pain, the muscles that was almost collapsing, she can't work, everything all ended in
Wow,
6 days.
wow. Well, I mean, boy, I tell you, we thank God that she got over it. In fact, like you guys know, my cousin is also getting over it, and we just thank God that some of our people are recovering. It's unfortunate that there are some folks that are not recovering or that are passing. Like we this past week, we had guys that passed away. Two Trinitech ex students that graduate passed away really bad, you know. And so, guys, just keep safe and let's keep going. Just
Yes,
stay
Prof, I just
safe.
want to add to that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I
Hmm.
just want to add to that. My cousin, whom you know, Adeline, she had it and she's recovering. Um,
Wow, Adeline.
yeah, she had it. She started with chest congestion and chest bubble and then cough and then, but we thank God for her life. My 10-year-old in my house, my 10-year-old had it.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, she was crying. She started at 2 a.m. Mommy, my head. Mommy, I can't breathe.
Hmm.
Fully recovered, and I give God all the glory.
Amen.
We thank God for
Amen.
that, man. We thank God for that. We
Amen.
do. So, yeah, I mean, just make sure, guys, make sure this is for real, guys. I see some people they think it's not. I've seen people that are taking it lightly. They don't think it's serious, but they're not visiting me at my house. So and I know that the president. I mean, he, I don't know. I mean, he wants things to open up as fast, but please, you gotta take steps to protect yourself and your family. No matter, it's not about politics. It's not about whatever. Just be careful. We live once only. If you're gone, you're gone. And the thing is, some of us, you have people that are relying on you, that are dependent on you. So it's not about you only. You can bring that thing in and kill everybody else. So be careful. Be careful. All right, guys.
Yeah, and I'm glad I did because when she got it, I just started taking that concoction, onion, ginger, garlic. I would boil the water and I would inhale it and I would sweat. And I didn't get it, and I thank God. But she was tested and she had it, but I didn't get it because as soon as she got it, I started doing the concoction, onion, ginger, lemon, you know, boiling hot water, inhale it, just the concoction that is around, and that really works. Like
Okay.
that, and I thank God for wisdom, like Evan said, we thank God, and again, I just want to thank God and give Him all the glory.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right.
I'm glad you did that, Evelyn. I'm glad you did that. And it always works. Yep.
All right. Now we had this little thing, little project. All right. So this right here, you were supposed to look at this. Let's talk about this issue. So if you noticed, what this is showing is that this website, which is really a website that was built on one of the servers that we use in your class, that's the server's IP. This system has a website on it, and the website runs on port 80, and it was working. Then part of it says that it's not working anymore. Now the question was to try to troubleshoot to see what the problem is. So the website won't work, but you saw where like in the other picture that it worked before, right? That it worked before. So when you did your troubleshooting, what did you find?
The demons were down.
Well, the daemon is down. So let's first of all let's look at what that is. So okay, now how did you know the daemon was down?
I fed in my command.
Uh-huh.
I fed in the command EC service HTTPD status.
Okay, well that is good. Now this is it. Now he did service HTTPD status. Look at that. The daemon is down. How do you know the daemon is down? Because it says it failed. What daemon? HTTPD daemon, right? Let me close this up. What's this one? So the HTTPD daemon is not running, right? That's one of the problem. Now remember, this question can be asked in the interview, right? And you are supposed to answer this question and troubleshoot just like this. Sometimes they will give you exactly the same scenario. The guy will say, okay, well, this is it, log in and fix it. And this is I designed this based on an interview that occurred, that was last year, which was just it. This is exactly what happened. The guy was able to log in, and the recruiter was saying, okay, well, go ahead and tell me what you will do to get this server up, this website up. And so what we did first was to check if HTTPD daemon is up and running.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this part of the interview questions that we do every day?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
In fact, this is the one for this week. And we have established that the daemon is offline. You can see it's failed. It failed. So now what will you do to try to start the daemon? Because the daemon is offline, right? If the daemon is not online, then the server will not work.
We need to do our service HTTPD start.
All right. Well, let's do it. Let's do service HTTPD start to try to start the daemon. All right. Now remember, this either that or you can do a system control, right?
Yeah.
You can do system control. What is it? System control
HTTPD dot service
on. Oh, sorry.
the
System control
start HTTPD.
HTTPD. So that's that. Look, these are Red Hat 6 commands that are backward compatible, right? So you can do, if you want to use the other commands, right? Now remember this. All right. So remember this. This server is actually Red Hat 8, and so you can do your system control start HTTPD, right? So that will also work.
Prof, are we not supposed to have dot service after the HTTP?
No, you don't have to. I mean, you can have it, but it's not necessary. Even if you don't add it, the system will add it for you. So if we've started the service. You can see once you do that, once I start the service right here, the system actually changes it. It redirects it to that, which of course it's That's the system control start HTTPD. Again, like I said, you can add .service at the end. Even if you don't add it, the system will put it on there. Okay, so now we try to start the daemon, right? Now let's go ahead and see if the daemon actually started. In fact, let's verify service HTTPD status. Well, the daemon still failed to start. So what is the problem now?
The problem is that there's something wrong with the configuration file.
What is wrong with the configuration file?
I think we have to VI into that file. We have to VI into its service lock network /HTTP to look at the logs and see what is actually.
That is not where I'll go first. But
Maybe we should check our IP table to see if port 80 is open.
well, even if port 80 is not open, the daemon will still start.
Yes. Let's look at the SE Linux.
Hello.
Well, SE Linux, would not prevent the daemon from starting. Recruiter now.
Please, I have a follow-up question.
Mhm.
So, did the website fail after human intervention? Did an admin go in the website and then it failed, or it just failed on its own?
Okay, so the recruiter says, well, it could be several different issues. We don't know what did it. It could be malicious action. It could be whatever. But you, as a systems admin with Apache experience on your resume, I want you to use the skills that you know about Apache and try to fix this. We don't care. We don't know what exactly happened to the server. It could be somebody must have done something. We don't know.
So what about the index HTML file? Could that be the reason why it's down?
Oh, okay. Well, so are you? Now remember, you're talking to the recruiter, though.
Okay.
Now remember, you were the guy that's trying to fix. Just imagine the recruiter says, you the admin, give me a reason why I should hire you. I want somebody that's good in Apache. So try to fix this problem. If you can fix it, then you get hired. Just imagine he said that. He's not going to answer your question, though. He wants you to do the steps and fix it.
Well, when I looked in the www file, I didn't see an index.html file.
Okay, well, but we still have other issues that are preventing this from starting, though. And then yes.
The only issue that can stop a daemon from starting is if the configuration file, that's the configuration file, the ITSI Apache httpd.com, if there is something in that configuration file that wasn't supposed to be there.
Okay, so did you log into the file? Now I'll tell you what, Mr. Boma is on the right path. What Mr. Boma is saying is that, and that's for real. Let me just tell you this right here. He gave exactly what the problem might be, but he did not give me any specifics. Because you have logged into the server, right? Remember, you have to troubleshoot but not fix. So he's saying that so an error in the httpd.conf file will prevent the server will prevent the daemon from starting. It could be an error, it could be an omission, right? Error in the httpd.conf file will prevent the daemon from starting. Now, Mr. Boma, from your observation, what was the problem in the file? So we've zeroed, it comes out to the file, and if you look at the error message right here, right, it is saying something about, you can see this error message, like you can see, and it's always good to read the error messages, right? Yeah, I'm listening, talk.
You said the server was already working.
The server was working before.
So how come the http.conf file was error?
It could be some admin made a mistake. The point here is that the server worked before, so that tells you that this server was installed and configured right. Something happened that made the server to fail, so you're the admin, troubleshoot and fix the problem. We don't know what happened. You should tell us what happened and fix it.
We try to start the demos before realizing that there's a problem in the HTTPD file.
Yes, so Mr. 4, his knowledge about HTTP, he immediately said, well, is the daemon even up? because he knows that HTTP Apache is engine by it is powered by a daemon, and he knew what the daemon was. So he went and checked the status of the daemon, and it was down, which he has used his Apache skills to check that out. Okay, so then we use our Apache skill to try to start the daemon, and it failed. And Mr. Bowman said, well, the daemon will fail to start if there is an error inside that httpd.conf file. Now the question now is, what is the error? Let's go from there. What is the error that's in there that's preventing it from starting? All right, so now let's verify the file httpd.conf, right? So let's look at it, and so we will vi into it, vi into etc, and this is it. This is the path. Take note of this, guys. Don't get this confused with that of Solaris. This is very important to know the path to the configuration file in Linux. This comes in a lot of interviews. Now, if you're going to interview with Amazon, they want you to know this path right here. I've never seen, every time Amazon interviews somebody and talks about Apache, they want you to know the path. What's the path to the httpd.conf file? So this is it. It's different from Solaris. Okay, so right there, let's vi, or we can even cat it or more it. All right, let's first of all more the file, right, and see what the content is. All right, so now what is inside of this file that is important to now, if you were to configure your Apache server and just a basic Virgin Apache server, what will you go, what is the line that's most important inside of this file for you to configure to get this server to work? You should know the lines that are important in here. Yeah, okay, now somebody said something. What's that?
The listening port.
Listening port. Now, why? Because listening port determines, if you noticed this, there's no port after this, right? There's no, now we don't have a colon and a port number, which means if you don't have a colon and a port number, it means that this website was running on port 80. And that's how it is. Now, if it's not running on port 80, then it will have a colon and some other port number. So by default, this web server was running on port 80, and so let's go check out the listening port. So I'm just going to be scrolling down and look for, you can see this is the server root. The server root just means that's where the configuration files are stored. And but now look, so what does it say, guys? What port is it listening to?
Port 80.
Port 80. Port 80. Okay, is that everything is good there, right?
No, it's commented out.
Ah!
No, everything is no good.
Look, it is commented out. Might that be the problem? Who knows? It might be. Okay.
That's definitely one of the problems.
There you go. Let's go fix it.
Bro, you just said it does that when the demons are down. It doesn't have to do with the ports.
All right. Well, no. Let's fix that first. Now, before we say anything, we found out this one. Let's just fix it first. Right? Let's fix this one first and go from there step by step. So we're gonna take out the comment. Right? Comment wasn't supposed to be there. Who knows? It might have been a malicious employee. Somebody that was fired that messed us up before leaving. Who knows? Or it might just be that the recruiter, the recruiter wanted to mess with you. All right, now let's verify it again. Let's just more it again and go check it out. Right? Let's see, make sure everything is good. So now the comment is gone. So now at this point, remember the daemon is still off, right? Now let's try to start the daemon and see if the daemon will start again. So let's start it. All right, so now let's go check to see if the daemon started. Well, it seems like the daemon now started. Amazing. See that? So the daemon has started, it's running. So what have we established, guys? This is very important. If there is an incorrect settings or an incorrect setting in the httpd.conf file, the Apache daemon will not start. That's point number one. All right, now let's see if the website will come up now that the daemon is up and running. Did it come up? Yes, it did. Okay. Now the daemon, the website.